Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome to a Friday. We're just before the weekend. Friday the 17th of February. Happy birthday, dear Aquarius. Those of you that are born obviously at the last degrees of Aquarius, the season is ready to change. Today I'll be doing a divine spread like I usually do around Friday or on a Sunday, depending on my workload. It feels good. It feels good today. The energies feel pretty good as the sun has finished the confrontation of Saturn. As the sun was coming up to Saturn, the sun has passed over Saturn now, so it's we're moving forward, right? Saturn is at the last degrees of Aquarius. We're only a couple of weeks before Saturn finishes up in its home sign of Aquarius. So all the fixed signs, especially Aquarius, can take a deep breath, a deep sigh of relief. So Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. Those of you that are on Patreon, I have announced that I've prepared a video, or I'm preparing that. I've been doing my research on Saturn ingressing into Pisces. So if you're interested in what that means for you, which area of your chart, your personal chart, does Pisces take up, then you will know, you'll be able to understand what Saturn will be doing in Pisces and how that will be affecting you in a certain area of life. All right, very important. That will be a 3-year important cycle, especially for the mutable signs, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Very important. Okay, we're doing a divine spread, my dear friends. As the moon is transiting through Capricorn, emotionally we're needing to be strong, taking on a position of leadership, being emotionally strong for others, holding a position of leadership, right? So emotionally we need to be really tough, really strong, and very mature, okay? So let's see, with a divine spread, I'm doing it differently with the Mystic Moon Oracles. I'm going to do the divine spread with this deck first, and then I will add some tarot to it. So let's see, calling on my archangels, Archangel Michael first of all, and most importantly, Archangel Jophiel. These are my two spirit guides. I've recently started to tune in more to Archangel Metatron as well. So another sort of, it's like, you know, going through learning about all the archangels and what energies, what frequencies they give out. They are real. Angels are real, my dear friends. So I will be taking a message from the gods today. Okay, it just seems so quick. The weekend comes around so quickly. It's incredible. And I do believe that as Saturn is going to ingress into Pisces, that will slow down a bit. It's sort of like we're going to come out of a dream, some sort of slumber that we've been in for the past 3 years almost. I should say, what am I saying, 3 years? Since 2012. Since 2012, when Neptune ingressed into Pisces, it's been like we've been living in a dream. Social media, we're on our phones. You see a group of people sitting together and they're all on their phones. We just lose track of time. Saturn will help ground us and make the days feel longer so that we'll have more time to do what is necessary, as it's like we're wishing our lives away. Time is just speeding up. All right, Dear Spirit, what's going on? Divine spread. How are the planetary alignments helping or hindering us? The angels, Spirit, God, and the divine, Buddha, whoever you believe in. Let's see with the divine spread. What are the energies playing out? What are the possibilities? Usually my divine spreads go for about a week, energetically speaking. So if you're going by time, looking at time from a week to another week, so today's the 17th of February, many times these readings can be timeless. So when you get to see this reading, these energies that we're tuning into, it could be for you, it could be the right time. Doesn't matter when you watch this video. So, dear Spirit, please guide. What is it that we need to know? Now, this could be about love, family relations, work, health, anything. What is it that we're needing to know collectively? And remember, we're all part of the collective, so some messages may resonate for you. It's not a personal reading, remember that. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Also on Patreon, the new moon in Pisces today, the month ahead astrology for March, which is one of the most important months. It is the most important month of the year of 2023. On the 7th of March, Saturn ingresses into Pisces. It is a 7-year, number 7 numerologically, I can't even say the word, speaking. Yeah, 7, which is the chariot, Cancer, the home, the past, the mother, the inner child, the infant, I should say. Okay, where are we coming from? The past. Self-worth. Many times this card does remind me of a sense of freedom. As you can see, this person has their hands up in the air. They feel like they're free, like they're on top of the world. Someone who does feel worthy. Now remember, I'm not reading reversals, so there may have been self-worth issues. Right, someone maybe was stuck in another relationship or in a situation where they doubted their self-worth. What is hidden that we don't know? There are abandonment issues here. Could stem from the past, from the childhood. I will take another layer, as the abandoned card does remind me of abandonment. But if this was to be in the reverse, this is about maybe something having been abandoned and not anymore. It could be a turnaround. We'll see. Recent past, communication, telepathy. This is like, receiving the messages, either hearing something, seeing something. This is communication from spirit. This is, as I said, telepathy, spiritual connection, lots of thoughts, perception, lots of information, downloads. Let's see what's going on in the now. We've got action. So someone is ready to take some action, possibly communicate. Looks like in the past, maybe recent past, there was, maybe signs and synchronicities. This sort of communication is like tuning in, like a radio signal, So it's very much about our higher self and what we can tune into and what we intuitively feel, maybe in connection to who are we watching this reading for, right? What kind of a relationship is it? Partnership, whatever. Let's see what's crowning. We've got forgiveness. And look at the similarity in colors here. So we've got the card of forgiveness and possibly a divine masculine looking for forgiveness. This could also be self-forgiveness, forgiving ourselves. This is probably what is on someone's mind. is the action and advice? Settling. Doing no action. Someone having settled and stopped taking action. Sort of a stuck energy here, but it does show a teddy bear. The teddy bear does speak to youthful energies, children. So someone staying in a particular position because of a child or because of childhood issues. We do have the abandonment card here, which can speak to abandonment issues pertaining to our childhood. What is the possible outcome? We've got surrender, Pisces energy. Surrender, let go, release, possibly seeing things from a different perspective. Let's see how the planetary alignments or the divine help or hindrance. Oh my God, we've got the twin flame energy here. Very difficult relationships, filled with lessons. We've got pride and ego, which usually does speak to a very strong, intuitive, spiritually inclined connection. This can speak to a lot of luck and abundance, but it's also very, very spiritual, this card. Now, also, of course, it can speak to those fixed signs, people who don't run with change easily. Surrender needs to happen here. Some of you may have connected to someone that was very prideful, held a lot of ego, because this is someone who is very abundant, someone who is either a fixed sign or just that where their social standing, their financial situation is concerned. Maybe they come from a family that is, they've got a name for themselves, powerful, they hold powerful positions in the community. They've made a name for themselves, whatever this is. But you know, this is also a very strong spiritual card. Very spiritual indeed. And we've got barrier. So there have been barriers and closed doors, possibly because of ego, someone's social standing, their reputation, the fixed energies within them. And twin flame relationships are the ones where, you know, one half of the whole is looking for the other half. So we are looking for the one twin flame, right? Two halves of a whole. Spiritually connected possibly, but where physicality is concerned, maybe there are barriers because of money issues, reputation, barriers. A barrier could be someone that's a little bit immature, or possibly, well, in the romantic arena, nevertheless. But also other blockages could be some karma, timing, right? Difficult lessons. Let's take another layer. We've got a fresh start, so maybe it's been sort of on and off. The fresh start does remind me of the Ace of Wands, which says to me there's been, you know, you've had opportunities through the desire, the passion to connect. Maybe there have been issues with self-worth, or maybe also because I get a sense of freedom here, someone not ready to settle down, someone connecting with you, possibly more pertaining to, you know, the fire element, the desire, the ability to create. Wands are also about creativity. Maybe some of you work with this person, or that there was a strong desire to connect, a very strong sexual connection, but maybe someone did not want commitment here. Someone was more, you know, they wanted to have their freedom, not ready to settle down, possibly because of abandonment issues. Maybe someone who comes from a divorced family, you know, their childhood, maybe they've grown up with one parent, for instance, And this is not someone who would be ready to, you know, to commit. Let's see what the hidden position shows. Yeah, bound and abandoned, fears, abandonment, fears. We've got the energy of Saturn here, no doubt. And Saturn is a fear, is toxicity, is, this card shows, you know, strong sexual desire, but also a toxic cycle maybe that someone cannot get out of, or maybe someone's abandoned or left this relationship because of duties, responsibilities. They needed time to mature, to grow. Remember that Saturn is the Lord of karma and timing. Maybe this has been abandoned until a certain time. Remember the barrier here. Let's take the communication. We've got signs, see? The signs and the synchronicities showing you which way you need to go. Right? Little signs, the signposts, hearing something on the radio, seeing repeating numbers on the clock. Anything could come up as signs, a word, a phrase, a song. All these things are little signs. So what's been going on for you recently in the past? You know, sometimes when your twin flame would think of something, you could pick up on their energy, on their thoughts, even through our dreams. Let's see what the now position holds. Action and admired. Someone is wanting to take action here. There is great admiration. Someone could be taking action. You know, birds can be messengers as well. So possible messaging, news, and I get the sense of, you know, the communication will be very polite. It could be very deep as well. Maybe finding out about things that were hidden, emotions. Someone's emotions, they were holding back on their emotions, that there is great admiration. Could be you, could be them. What is the forgiveness about? The answer is yes. Someone is going to accept and forgive. Forgiveness sort of opens up the door to the barriers, I would say, here. And, you know, this also reminds me of the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of fire. Fire is action. It's passion. It's gutsy. And it's quick. This is like, because we see a lot of fire here, this is like needing to burn bad bridges, you know, from the past. So it's like getting over things and situations that has got, you know, that were very difficult in the past. Fire does burn. It can burn the bridge between you and this person, and someone needs to accept this forgiveness. Otherwise, this will be it. Okay, what is the settling and the action and advice about? We've got pause, a lot of pause here. And I would say that the Pisces season, because this reminds me of the Hanging Man, there will be a pause. Someone may be needing to think and see things. Tune in. And I would say this new moon in Pisces, which is a very good time for meditation on the 20th of February, just around the corner. Take time out, meditate, tune in, take some time, think, dream, imagine, vision. And this could also be a pause, someone waiting for something in particular to happen in relation to a child, or someone needing some time still to see things from a different perspective, or possibly even close up a cycle. My God, as I said, Pisces is where Saturn is going to ingress, and Pisces is the 12th house which is a very karmic, a big karmic ending for the cosmos. It's like the next 3 years will be the final countdown to a major cycle for humanity, as well as us in a particular area of our chart and our life. Needing to pause, needing to understand, take a break. Okay? And remember, new moon is a new seed that is planted. Send out your wishes to Spirit, to the divine. And remember that Pisces is unconditional love. It's compassion, it's understanding. Okay, let's see what the surrender speaks to. And I feel the surrender here says, just let it go. If this is a possible relationship, even if it's family, and there's been bad blood between you and a family member, surrender, just let it go and see what happens. Just release it. This is when you just release something and say, I give it up to the divine, then you open the door, this barrier comes down. You open up the door, it doesn't mean you don't send your wishes out to Spirit. You still hope, but you also surrender to it. You don't force, you don't push, because by doing that, you're pushing the situation away, the possibilities, the openness. We've got the union here. Here it is, my darlings. Let's see what else is going on here. A return of a twin flame, a person. Maybe the timing will be, and I'm going to say, even though all planets are moving direct now, I think it is in March. Yes, let me just check for a moment. I think it is March when Mercury will retrograde again. Is it March? No, it's going to be in 2023. Mercury, April. Yeah, Mercury is going to retrograde April 21st till May 15th. So I don't know when that will be the return time. Remember that also, I just wanted to mention that with Saturn ending up in Aquarius early March, whatever we've been working on, putting in the effort, trying to find a resolution, a intelligent way to overcome these barriers, as Saturn will leave Aquarius early March, he will gift us with the rewards for doing the hard work. So that could be the return. If you've been trying to manifest a twin flame connection, that could be a time when they will return, because the rewards will come from Saturn. Let's see what else. We've got mirroring. So the mirroring is very much the twin flame energy for me as well. So what you're feeling, they're feeling. So you both want to return to this relationship. Many of you may have already met this twin flame. If not, then when the barrier comes down, because Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius asked us to find intelligent ways to overcome the blockages. But Saturn was very strong there. Now in Pisces is I believe, I vision, and I bring in the practical side of this relationship is Saturn. This is Saturn. We will be grounded and will be able to we'll need to not only dream, but also work towards, right? It's like laying down the foundations. And we've got deception. This is like, I would say this is more about self-deception, or maybe there has been deception in the past. Someone who maybe was not on the up and up, didn't, they withheld things from you. This could also be self-deception always. And I was saying, for those of you that have connected with a twin flame and you know that they're your twin flame, maybe the timing wasn't right. For others of you, if you have not come up against your twin flame, they could be returning from a past lifetime. You will know the difference. You will feel that this is a very important relationship. And I feel here as of the 7th of March, Saturn will be us taking off those rose-colored glasses. Right? No more deception. We're needing to see the truth. What's at the bottom here? And we've got mute, no communication, sitting in quiet. This is what is advised by Spirit, to sit in quiet and see what you hear. See what you think of. See what you feel in your gut. Someone's been going through an ending, a purging. Right? South Node in Scorpio. Surely. And this would be very positive. And many of you have not heard from this person because they've been bound. That maybe they've needed to do the work, and abandon something that they were stuck in the past. Remember that the devil and the bound card can also speak to something toxic. So the use of alcohol, drugs, anything that is unhealthy, trying to escape the pain, the fear. I mean, look at all the Piscean energy, which does speak to escapism. Right? What's beneath the purge? And we've got understanding. It looks like a divine masculine may have been going through some sort of an awakening because of going through a shadow phase, which they are purging. This is maybe what they have not communicated to you. All right, let's take a layer now, dear Spirit. Thank you. Let's take a layer. Maybe someone was saying that they are going to return. This could speak to physical movement, emotional change, returns, but they could not do that with a deception card. Some of you may feel as though they were deceptive with you, but maybe it was something that they were stuck in, because this is the hidden position, what you don't know about them. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Okay, what is this self-worth and fresh start from the past? And I want to say also that Earth comes up very, very strongly with this card. It's like having planted the seed in the past, and something is growing here. We've got the Chariot. The Chariot could also speak to being physically at a distance or needing to make a choice. The Chariot it's the moon, and the moon does speak to secrecy, but also our subconscious, possibly connected to fears and issues pertaining to someone's mother or their upbringing, their childhood. Okay. So some sort of a new start. Maybe someone's free now. They've transitioned, or they're in transition mode towards a fresh start in their life. This could be someone that's breaking away from a toxic connection. I would say that the bound is not the same as the twin flame, because the twin flame this would be more a karmic connection. The twin flame is not a karmic, it's a divine union. So there's differences. Even though there's still challenges, this is more unhealthy though. This is more dark. Let's see what is going on in the hidden. We've got the Lovers. So you see there was a third party, more than likely. Someone maybe needed to abandon, I don't know, because, this the devil does remind me of putting in a lot of work, responsibility I don't know, choosing business, finances, a position of power over love, choosing between a toxic karmic relationship and a twin flame, because the lovers is a divine union, needing to make a decision, needing to figure out, to portray, to communicate. Gemini is all about decisions. It's all about reasoning and logic. 2 major arcana cards already. Let's look at the recent past, and we've got the moon. Not surprised. Pay attention to the new moon. Pay attention to the new moon, and this could also signify the time of Gemini Cancer very strongly. The moon does speak to secrecy, strong intuition, things that have been hidden. The moon can speak to fears, someone not wanting to believe that they're psychically, that they're spiritually connected to another person. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that has heavy earth in their chart. Earth signs are more about grounded. It's more the air signs that would intuitively pick things up, and water signs, obviously. Earth would be the last element, let's say, the last signs, because they need to have their feet planted on the ground. What they see is what they believe. Unless they've got, a strong placement of the moon or things like that, where someone could be more intuitive. Let's see what's going on there. We've got the Hanging Man. So Pisces is all over this reading. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 cards pertaining to Pisces, the Pisces energy. So at this time, someone needs to surrender. Someone is close, and the communication will be about someone's sacrifice, about needing to close up a karmic cycle. Remember that the Hanging Man is Pisces. It's the 12th house. It speaks to fears, love affairs, secret love affairs, hospitals, prison cells, psychiatric wards, feeling bound, feeling stuck, being closed up, not being able to free oneself. We can see he's just hanging here. There's not much that he can do, but needs to surrender and just believe. And remember also, Pisces can speak to karma that's carried over from our parents that we may be going through. So when a karmic lesson is not worked on or released from our parents, then it's passed on to the children. So it's always good. So the harder life is, my darling friends, the happier you should be, because you will not be passing on your karma to your children, to your offspring. You'll be doing the work. So as the wheel of fate goes, when it's down, it's hard. When it's up, I mean, if you've had a rough time and the wheel was down, what you're looking forward to is the upturn of the wheel. Let's see what is on our mind and what is crowning. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is a card of collaboration. Now, forgiveness could also be pertaining to a third party, yes. And again, it shows the workplace. What is the action and advice? We've got the Queen of Swords. And what I'm getting here is that communication and truth, some sort of a decision needs to be made to be able to release and stop the end the stoppage, get the ball rolling, let's say, because we've got a pause, we've got settling here. Someone's looking for a way to come into balance, to have a sense of justice where relationships are concerned, to clear the air. Remember, Pisces can be confusion, illusion, deception. The Queen of Swords, Libra, she will clear the air, she will speak her truth. Yes, and she is a divorcee, but she sees very clearly, and she's usually quite fair and just. What is the possible outcome? Oh my goodness. 3 of Swords. A third party being left out of the equation, possibly here, but also, I mean, the surrender card says that surrender your wounds, your pain, surrender and let it go. Because many of you are focusing on this heartbreak. Many of you are not believing because, you know, the Pisces energy is all about believing. You don't believe that this could be a union. Now, obviously, if there are third parties, you know, we cannot be hedging our bets. We need to surrender, let go of the deception, of the lies, of the self-deception. Let's take one more. We've got the 7 of Wands. What this is saying to me here is that some of you may be hoping that, you know, what it is that you've been wanting to create here, this union, for you it's very hard to let it go. And you feel as though you need to fight. You need to fight. You can see how this person, the 7 of Wands, 7s are all about conflict and difficult turn of events. But it is, remember, someone who has the upper hand. Someone needs to continue to work towards, but also let go of the negativity. Just surrender. Just hold your ground. Even if it hurts, I'm going to say, stand true to who you are. Stand in an ethical manner. For those of you that are third parties and you feel as though, because you know third party relationships, love affairs, that we've got a saying in Greek which says to break up a marriage, you're better off burning down a church. I mean, it's a very vicious, malicious thing to do. That's why I feel that the surrender card says here, if this is meant to happen for you, it's meant to happen. But if you've kept fighting and nothing's been happening, then this is telling you, you need to surrender and let it go, my dear friends. See what happens when you let it go. Let's see what's going on here. We've got the 9 of Swords, so a lot of worry, a lot of stress. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, we know the 9 of Swords does speak to sleepless nights. You know, these swords are like very painful. Lots of thoughts going around in our head. But what if? What if they return and I still can't trust them? I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, she's grounded, right? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, she's grounded. She wants something real. And I did speak to Earth, and Earth is very slow, remember? There is something promised here. The cards are saying there's no need to worry about it. I mean, hold your ground. The Queen of Pentacles is very grounded. She's very stable, very steady. She knows what she wants. She's very supportive. We've got the peacock, the male peacock again here, which says that there is some luck here. Let me take one more. And we've got the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is all about, you know, instead of sitting there worrying, put action towards it. Be strategic, be slow, be all about the details. We've got strong. 8 of Pentacles is the Virgo energy, but and I see that many of you may have been going through sleepless nights, I don't know, communication during the night, trying to read between the lines, past messages. We do have 9 Pentacles here. 9 Pentacles is someone, an individual, someone that can stand strong. Some of you may have been working on your ability to stand strong and be independent, and possibly also clear out your lives from anything toxic so you could make space, because these barriers, this door is closed. And of course the door that is closed is against Saturnian, which asks for the work to be done. And remember that Virgo is all about service. So now we're talking a lot about the axis Virgo Pisces. So as I said, we're having a new moon on the 20th in Pisces. And we're having a full moon on the 7th of March, the day that Saturn ingresses into Pisces in Virgo. So that axis Virgo Pisces, which areas of the chart are they for you? Because something is beginning, but something is also completing. This is the same axis. It can speak to health, service, work, the details, discernment, love affairs, health, physical and emotional, psychological health. All right, what's at the bottom of the deck here? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, which does speak to abundance, family, a cycle, possible cycle that ends and restarts. Remember, it turns into the Ace. Queen of Pentacles holds the Ace here. So maybe, possibly, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, someone coming out of a family relationship, or someone communicating, someone that is, remember the Queen and the King of Swords, they're all about legalities usually, but also very cold, very calculative, very open with their mind, with their logic, even if it hurts. But this could also be communication that could help, that could bring you a sense of abundance. We've got the Six of Cups, nostalgia, the past, the children, parents that have got children that are in a family. I want to take another layer. I want to continue on these areas where I didn't take another card. Let's take one more on the Chariot. Yeah. So someone making a decision and taking charge of their own life and moving towards victory, possible movement, house move, hasn't been easy. We've got the Ten of Wands. But remember, Ten of Wands also turns into the Ace, which is like the fresh start. What is this about? We've got the Hierophant. Yes, someone was in a marriage, could be abandoning a toxic other commitment, marriage, long-term relationship, family. Right, and blockages could also be pertaining to someone's beliefs. Someone could be following, this is discomfort. Remember, Taurus is where the North Node is. Taurus is also Venus. Someone letting go of anything that's toxic and trusting that there will be trust, that this is a spiritual connection. Someone maybe even abandoning a toxic family, parents, for a love connection, a very strong love connection. The Moon, we've got the Page of Pentacles. There will be communication, there will be telepathy here, something pertaining to a message, a child. Page of Pentacles is a student. We know it's a student, so there's some sort of a lesson here. And again, it could be in relation to someone's childhood. We've got a child and a mother, or their upbringing here. Some sort of news pertaining to a home, connected to the past, a past message, some sort of a realization, understanding. Let's see what the Hanging Man speaks to. Oh my goodness, we've got a Tower moment. Someone does see something, becomes aware of something, that someone's been going through a major shift. This is an aha moment. By surrendering, by letting go, there is an awareness, an awakening here. Big change. What is that Tower? We've got Justice. So yes, there could be an awareness that someone is releasing some sort of karma, ending a major karmic cycle in their lives, going through possible divorce, having sacrificed for an unjust relationship, a situation that wasn't balanced. Remember, Justice is Libra. It's very karmic. It's a very karmic card. What is the Three of Pentacles and the Yes? Got the Four of Swords. Maybe that's why someone has, there's been a mute, no communication. Someone needed to heal. Someone needed to regain their strength or regain the courage to come through and ask for forgiveness, possibly here. Or someone needed to pick up their pieces. This could be someone having gone through psychological issues, emotional issues. We've got the Three of Swords and the Four. Let's take one more there, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing. Divine timing before the Yes card. Something needed to end here. A third party. A situation at work. Let's look at the Queen of Swords in the action and advice. We've got the Four of Cups. There will be a pause before an offer comes through. This is the Hand of Spirit. Four of Cups, missed chances, a return, emotional happiness. Someone detaching from a place that they were not happy in. Fours always speak to the home. Let's take one more. We've got the Magician. There will be communication. This is much possibility. With a Magician, the stars align, the power is in our hands, in their hands. Someone cutting away a trickster. Someone having paused and looked at things. The Magician, as above, so below. Whatever's been going on up there in the sky, Jupiter will help us see the truth. Remember that also Saturn that will ingress into Pisces, that will be about, those that have been lying, deceiving. It's time for them to pay. It's time for us to be able to see the truth. There's going to be heavy grounding and heavy penalties and karma for those that have been very deceptive. So this could also say that someone is not accepting an apology from someone that was very deceitful, very deceitful. This could also speak to communication about someone needing to surrender, sacrifice for a child, even though they were emotionally not there, not happy. Maybe they were dealing with a trickster, with trickery, and there could be legal repercussions because of that. Let's take one more here. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, another 7. 7, 7. We've got Capricorn Taurus energy here. 2 7s. It's a difficult turn. This could be 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months for some of you. Or 7th of March. We'll see. Because we see with the Seven of Pentacles that someone has invested a lot here. But as I said again, we need to let go and surrender, even if this is breaking our heart. There will come a time when we will have the upper hand. You will know when it's the right time to stand up and fight for this union. Okay? Now, Earth is more recessive, more slow, more waiting on the other person. Fire means fire is action. So I don't know who you're dealing with. We do have quite a few major arcanas. We've got the moon. We've got the hanging man, Libra. Here, the justice card. We've got the tower. We've got Jupiter. So Jupiter, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus. Wow, we've got nearly everything. We've got Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius. I said Jupiter. We've got nearly all the signs here. So, my dear friends, don't pay so much attention to the signs. I would say it's more so the timing. We see the Wheel of Fortune here at the top of the reading, which is the Wheel of Fate and Divine Timing. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. I would say here, like, it's more like, for some of you, this could be 7 days, for others 7 weeks, for others 7 months. I'm wondering if, because we've got Pisces, and we will have this new moon that's going to happen in Pisces on the 20th of February, will be filling out on the 31st of August, which will have a full moon in Pisces. So whatever wishes you send out to Spirit, to the Divine, expect the completion or the return of those wishes around about 31st of August. I think Venus will be retrograde there, so that the return could be significant. What's going on? What is the Karma Dharma? We've got the star, and the star keeps showing up for us. Aquarius, promises. There is hope here for the future, a wish fulfillment, right? The star is progression towards goals, not losing hope. That star could be at a physical, timely distance. Remember that the Aquarius energy is all about freedom, right? Someone that cannot be cooped up, imprisoned, locked up. The freedom to do whatever they wish to do. We're all sovereign individuals, born free. We need to be able to live free, right? Whether that is in our personal lives or collectively. So there is great promise here. Let's take a 3 Lenormand, and I've got lots to do, so I'm going to have to rush off, my dear friends. What's interesting to me is that oh my goodness, wow, okay. What's interesting is that all the positions have got a major arcana card, except for the divine and the outcome. So it's like Spirit is telling us, because we know major arcana cards are spirit. It is spirit. There's no free will. It's all about, source and what Spirit wants for us, what is on our path. So the outcome is quite unclear pertaining to this union. What we need to do is surrender and see what happens. And also the divine and the planetary alignments do promise a twin flame, a return. Even though there's deception, there's pride, whatever you're feeling, they're feeling. The mirroring card, that's what it speaks to. And there's still some barriers here. Maybe timing, maybe work needing to be done. We do have the 7 of Pentacles and then the 8. So, earth. Strong earth, and Mercury will be, which with Mercury retrograde, we do have people coming back from the past. And Mercury will be retrograding all this year in earth signs. So it's all about getting stable. It's not about dream desire. It's about practical matters. Can this relationship be in real time and not only in our dreams and our hopes? So we've got the whip. Someone is going through possible divorce, conflict. There's objections. We've got justice, number 11, and the whip. The whip speaks to something really quick. Oh my goodness. We've got the sun. You know, the whip can speak to heated discussions, disagreements. Someone going through possible separation, hardships. But we've got the sun that comes through. The sun speaks to happiness, reconciliation, fun. The inner child, clarity, generosity, romance. We've got the star and the sun here. And we've got a divine masculine, my dear friends. Oh my goodness, we've got the masks, which says the masks may be coming off, but the masks can speak to someone that's been very secretive, very deceptive, not open. This divine masculine would be Mars ruled. Can you see Mars on their chest? Very athletic, very passionate, if not athletic, more inclined towards doing, I don't know, work that keeps them fit. This could be someone that goes to the gym, someone who is very Venusian. Venusian is, what does Venus mean? The proper proportions, we could say. Or if not physically, then this is someone that's just very Marsy. And Mars is strong desire. So Aries, Scorpio, or someone who has Mars in their sign. Right? We could be talking about a Capricorn that has got Mars in Scorpio, for instance, let's say. So someone who's got a very strong position of their Mars. So very much about desire, action, sexuality, courage, strength, and all these things. So I do want to take one last card on this divine masculine. A bit more clarity on them, please, Spirit. Oh my God, my friends. We've got the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We've got the couple here, the twin flame, and we've got Mars and Venus. They both are made up of the same energy, the same ingredients. They're both fighters. This is like the king and the queen of wands, for instance. Or that, you know, what they desire, they chase. They desire the same thing. They're very sexually inclined, connected. They're very intuitive, leaders, right? And so Mars, this speaks to Mars and Venus coming together. So this may speak to when Mars will connect well to Venus. Okay, I want to just pay attention back to, because this is very significant. 6th of March of 2022, almost a year ago, Mars and Venus were at the 0 degrees of Aquarius, which Aquarius is all about being detached. Pluto is going to touch on that 0 degrees, so pay attention to when Pluto, end 23rd of March, will ingress into that 0 point degree. Pay attention to March and see what happens, because the lovers did connect back then, right? They conjoined back then. So maybe that's what I needed to tell you. I don't know. But what I do know is that there's a lot of design, there's a lot of internal conflict as well. There's a lot of ego. They're both very powerful. But there's a lot of love here. The sun does speak to romance and true love, right? And a lot of play. And this could also be saying, lighten up, spice it up a little bit, possibly for some of you. Don't take things way too seriously. And we've got the birds here, which can speak to news, information, excitement, gossip. And the fox, someone is trying to sneak back in, someone maybe who was deceptive. Or someone wants to clear the air, clear the deception of the past. All right, let's take a message from the gods, shall we? Let's see what the gods have today for the divine spread. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, my archangels. And we have Themis, natural order. And you know, Saturn is all about order. Now this is number 6. Number 6, let's just read number 6. 6, remember, is the lovers as well. The myth of Themis. Themis is the goddess of natural order, the daughter of Gaia and Uranus. She was known for her wisdom and acted as counsel to Zeus. Themis governs the law of nature as opposed to the law of man. When she is dishonored, Nemesis, the goddess of retribution, takes revenge. The message here says, Themis is the balance of all things, as is nature. All things have a natural order, day, night, harmony, chaos, birth, death. And when we struggle against this natural order, we become severely out of balance. Justice is balance, and balance comes when there is order. This is the time to get your life in order. And that's what Saturn is going to do in Pisces. From your home and personal space being clear to your personal and financial paperwork being organized, your diet clean and healthy, and relationships clear and honest. Order is necessary right now, and this can take hard work and focus. It is time to look at all the aspects of your life and face them head on. That's why we've got the 3 of Swords here. There may be confrontation on both inner and outer levels at the moment, and you may need to chase up bills, confront a person or institution, or deal with personal issues, habits, and beliefs. Justice is not an eye for an eye. Justice is the natural order of the universe. We cannot control other people, nor can we control every event that happens in our lives. There are many times that we will experience pain and circumstances that will feel unfair, but in time all things find their natural way of finding balance, and they do not need to be forced, which is something that I was saying before. That's why we've got the surrender card here. What you can control is the responsibility that you have to yourself and to do what you believe to be right. And that's what the Devil card also speaks to. Remember, the Devil card could speak to control, trying to control a situation. What you can control is the responsibility that you have to yourself and to do what you believe to be right. That's what the Hierophant speaks to here. Doing the right thing that you believe, right? But you cannot control other people. We cannot control others. If you are clear in your life and honest with yourself, then justice will surely follow. And those that have not been true and honest, tower moments come through and justice will prevail. Okay, and this could be sudden and unexpected and difficult, my dear friends. Okay? The sun speaks to clarity and honesty. Nothing can hide under the sun. All right? All right. I think I will leave it there. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and it gave you some sort of clarity. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I will be in touch, especially Patreon. Look out for what is it called? The competition, the draw, the free giveaways. We do a free giveaway every month. We're due to do to take 3 winners on Patreon. So if you're interested, that will probably be done tomorrow on the 18th. If you are interested, do join us on Patreon. You never know. Thank you so much. Love and light, my dear friends.